Prior to now, when the River State crisis just started, we will see situations where Fubara will try to go and greet Wike, and Wike will be the one to just, look away and pretend as if he's not there. But this time around, in their recent meeting in Abuja with Tinubu, both of them decided not to even look each other's way. They decided not to greet each other. And I think that the crisis has gotten to a level where both of them, they don't send the other person. Both of them are just like resigned to the fact that the crisis will not, reach a reconcilable end. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, or you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Like this video. Also leave your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to us on all other social platforms as well. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The two major gladiators on the festering River State political crisis, the Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister NYESOM WIKE and Governor of River State SIMINALAYE FUBARA, allegedly refused to exchange pleasantries when they met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the villa on Tuesday. Both WIKE and Governor FUBARA were part of a delegation from Ogoni that visited the president for discussion on the possibility of a resumption of oil production in Ogoniland. A source in the meeting said, though both of them posed for photograph with the president, they did not exchange pleasantries, no hug, no greetings. Everybody went straight for the meeting with the president, and after that, we all left. He said WIKE arrived at the villa from where he went to inspect and commission projects, and immediately after the group photograph with the president, he went back to his duty post. As a minister from Rivers, WIKE must, as a necessity, be present whenever the president is meeting with a delegation from the state. The meeting was not a platform for the discussion of Rivers' political crisis. It was strictly a business parley. On whether the president discussed possible reconciliation with the two men, the source said there was no such opportunity. The president only engaged Magnus Abe. He told Magnus Abe that he had not been seeing him for some time, and Magnus replied that he had been around with the FCT minister. At that point, WIKE confirmed that Magnus had been working with him, he said. Recall that only last Monday, WIKE reiterated on a live television interview that he would never reconcile with Governor FUBARA as long as the crisis continued. Meanwhile, the Pan-Niger Delta Elders Forum, PANDEF, had set up a peace committee headed by the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Obong Victor Atta, to bring the two warring politicians to a negotiating table for possible reconciliation. This is yet another golden opportunity for both of them to end the fight and make up for peace so that Rivers State can move forward. The crisis is not doing the state any good. They must end this fight and utilize the opportunity offered by PANDEF, a source said. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section below. At this point, do you think that this crisis can reach a reconcilable end? Do you think that these two warring parties can reconcile? Or do you just think that this is it for the two of them? Because at this point, I do not even think that Fubara is trying to make peace at all. Fubara, I think, has resigned himself to the fact that they are never going to reconcile, because unlike when in the past we have seen them meet, Fubara would still recognize the fact that WIKE is his boss and, he's not, fighting with him. He has nothing against him. I think that the crisis has passed that stage and, these two have decided not to have anything to do with each other. But what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section, like I said. But before we go, let's take a look at a few reactions we got online. Kingsley Ahadi says, fearless, indomitable SIMINALAYE FUBARA used Trump method. They don't shake hands with evil, devilish set of people who don't respect elders. WIKE must bow to superior authority. Kayode Alaba says, these two notorious men, not gentlemen, proved themselves to be fighting and they don't pretend. Love them for telling the world what they have. Pat says, politicians are carnal, worldly, and most spiritually negative-oriented human beings. Their interest is how to enter into the opulent lifestyle and how to sustain it for their unborn children at the expense of all Nigerians who have got used to their political antics. Wike and Fubara are playing in the open. What happens in the secret between outgoing governors and their hand-picked successors? Fubara will never be able to come out and say the real thing because Wike will always deny it. Adewale Kazim says, if Fubara refuse, why Wike no greet him? The two are greedy. Why president can tell them why all is not okay? God bless Nigeria. Amen. Hey, God, English. Jamilu says, how did the president expect them to exchange pleasantry? The meeting is supposed to be within the three of them so that he can have that freedom to talk to them as the father of the land, even if not me. In front of those people, I no go greet him. At this point, I do not even think that President Tinubu is trying to intercede or trying to make them reconcile in any way, because he has tried that and that did not work. And even when he did the other time, a lot of people were of the opinion that he shouldn't have interfered, that he had nothing to do with APC, since, these two warring parties are members of a PDP. Even PDP that are supposed to be trying to reconcile them are not doing anything about it. In fact, the leadership of PDP are even the more reason why these people are never even going to reconcile. John says, it's unfortunate the way political parties now do things. Otherwise, the governor is supposed to recommend any minister. And of course, the minister must be loyal to governor even before they are recommended. I think that the case with Wike is different, because Wike negotiated by himself even before Tinubu became the president. He made sure that he negotiated this position for himself. Ifeanyi Osage says, you have been playing games. Let's not take that. Okay, Paul says, this incident is beneficial to the state. Be wise. It will bring negative motivation for the benefit of Rivers people. Each will bring something to Rivers people in order to prove that he is the one developing the state. If they unite, it is to share the money of Rivers State into their private pockets. Under their unity, your money will be diverted into what you don't know. If compare the development of Rivers State and other so-called peaceful states, your state Rivers is far better. Another comment from Udom says, what is new between Fubara and Wike here that makes headline? Is there anyone in the land that the brouhaha between the two is strange? Okay, if you don't want to know, other people want to know. James says, I love the idea of bringing them together like this. Mr. President is definitely taking notes, I believe. However, whether the father, Wike, or the son, Sim, at the end will lose or gain, I sincerely sympathize with Reverence in all the drama. Let's take one last comment from Prince. Says, Wike is a very wicked man. He has finished his own tenure, but has refused to allow the next person excel or walk in his own way. Well, sometimes the fights between politicians are good because it enables the ruling party to do the right thing and lead very well. If they were cooperating, some developments wouldn't have been possible because of the godfatherism. Thank you. I rest my case. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video.